Both participants, Corey, the citizen, and Jennifer, the student, are actively engaged in changing the genre set of community action and the larger genre system of how civics is perceived by two publics, one in St. Louis, Missouri, and one in Nicaragua. What is even more noteworthy, though, is Jennifer was, up until the event of the farmers' market, unaware that there are enough battered women in the United States to need a similar organization as the NGO with which she worked in Nicaragua. This teaching and learning moment shows the importance of several claims made by compositionists mentioned throughout this paper. Firstly, it shows an artifact where the personal and the academic come together, doing, I believe, what Richard Miller, in his book Writing at the End of the World, would argue, expands our notion of rhetoric to make oneself heard in a variety of contexts. Jennifer has been heard on paper, she has been heard over a podcast, and she has been heard by others as part of a living text. Secondly, the discussion between Corey and Jennifer illustrates the value of understanding the role polycontextuality plays when thinking about activity theories and genres. There are two different, yet similar stories are woven together to create one story that speaks to the tensions, motives, and rules of a genre system in a way that brings people together instead of driving people apart. And lastly, but possibly most importantly, is how these two stories have been remediated across texts and activity systems. Corey recorded her story cold, with nothing more than a prompt from the students. She did not know ahead of time she would be communicating with Jennifer, nor was Corey, or Jennifer for that matter, aware of their similar interest in social justice. Jennifer, however, wrote a short piece about her love for humanity. This piece was based on a long history of experiences, both in Nicaragua and the United States. She thought about her piece. She drafted a short, typed essay. She shared it with me and with her peers. She recorded it in Spanish first, so she could be sure she was saying what she wanted to say, and then she recorded it in English. When she was satisfied with her piece, we edited it in Audacity. On Jennifer's end, the text had been changed and remediated a number of times. When Corey and Jennifer recorded together, they created a dialogue that changed the text that is the farmer's market from one of passive booth with socially conscious information to a more active space where people briefly had an opportunity to learn about each other. This moment changed the activity systems in which Corey and Jennifer live. The change, of course, is not monumental. It is small. They exchanged contact information at the booth. Corey offered her some local contacts, in case Jennifer wanted to work for an organization while she is here in the United States. One activity system that may have been altered for Jennifer is school, because she had this experience. The other change may be the relationship between her activity system that is created in the United States and the one that is back home, because now Jennifer is aware that battered women live in both countries and probably across the globe, which means that the space between these activity systems is not larger, it's smaller. This event, one that is distributed and received orally, will hopefully allow both Jennifer and Corey to remix their experiences at the farmer's market with other events and in other activity systems and genres in which they will participate, so they can share their newfound knowledge and language about battered women and about each other with others at other events.